Hello, good afternoon and welcome. I'm very pleased to be joined by Antoine Hoxha, who is the Director General for Fertilizers Europe, obviously the trade association for the fertilizer industry here in Europe. So welcome, Antoine. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Nadim. Thank you for having me here.
So we're here obviously at World Hydrogen Derivatives and a lot of talk today around ammonia and obviously massive linkage between ammonia and the fertilizer industry. So I guess the starting point really is around the journey for decarbonising the fertilizer industry in Europe, and I guess you're quite happy with the movement towards, I guess, low carbon ammonia and all of the people here and some huge sort of activities happening around that. So yeah, can you give us some of your thoughts around this sort of decarbonisation journey that we're starting on?
Well, decarbonization, as you say, it's a journey. We're just at the start, and we're talking about a huge, an immense industrial revolution. We're just, as an industry association, we're just finishing setting up the roadmap for industry to full decarbonization to 2050. And there are many elements, of course, in the roadmap, technological, the policy side, what is needed. But one thing that comes really across very strongly is that we should keep all the technological options open. Saying, for example, that just going green is the way, it's not a good thing because, simple as that, there are places in Europe where there is no sun, when there is no wind. And we need to find other ways to help those plants to decarbonize. So keep it open to all colors. It's green, of course, it's great, blue, turquoise, pink, whatever. Yeah. As I used to say, we love a rainbow ammonia.
Yeah. Okay, understood. And in terms of the you have some major members, and I guess agriculture can help be decarbonised by low emission fertilizers, and I guess the agriculture industry is, I guess, second to the energy industry in terms of emissions, and I guess that's a major mission for fertilizers to decarbonize.
Yes, we're part of the food chain. Fertilizers are inputs to agriculture, and agriculture produce food and comes to our table. So what we're doing is part of contributing to decarbonize the food chain. It's a major challenge, but I'm pleased, and you've mentioned we have some of our members that are already leaders in Europe, but also globally in these efforts. I want to mention Fertiberia, Yara, but there are, of course, many others.
Yeah. And I mean, what needs to happen from a policy standpoint? Because what actual incentives are there for farmers to use, low carbon fertilizers?
That's exactly the right question, Nadim. The point is that low carbon fertilizers are more expensive. So we need to find ways to support the transition and to support farmers in a way. And it can come with incentives. Also, we need to create a market. And one element in creating the market is to differentiate green or low carbon ammonia and fertilizers for the gray ones, because chemically it's the same molecule. Yeah. How you differentiate? You need to have certification. We are already working as an association to set up certification, but we need also support from authorities. And of course, especially at the beginning, there is an important price gap between low carbon fertilizers and the gray alternative. So we need support there, also support from authorities in terms of de-risking. Those who are the first movers, of course, are taking major risks, so there is a need to support.
But the certification, I guess, is the first step in allowing a green premium to be charged and maybe passed on to consumers. So, certification is, I guess, a key step.
Yes, indeed. You need to have certification for green ammonia. We're doing it, but then you need for low carbon fertilizers, and then along the food chain, and it's a very long chain. If you look the food, there are many intervenants till the final consumer, you and me, buying our food in the supermarket. And this makes it very challenging. We're still thinking how we can make it work.
Understood. Well, Antoine, we thank you for coming. We thank you for your support, and we look forward to working with Fertilizer Europe going forward and helping to decarbonize and accelerate this industry and on its pathway to decarbonization. So many thanks.
Thank you very much, Nadim. Thank you for this interview and for the whole organization. It was great to meet you.
Excellent. Many thanks. Bye-bye. Take care.